Hola, ¿qué tal? Thank you for joining us on this edition of Your City in 5. I'm your host, Ricky Saillas. We have so much to tell you about, including the El Paso Zoo mourning the loss of a favorite giraffe, free backpacks for back to school, and vaccinations that all parents need to know about. Plus, bugs take over the El Paso Museum of Archaeology. What do you say we get started? The El Paso Zoo is mourning the loss of one of its most beloved residents, Juma, the 18-year-old giraffe. Juma was humanely euthanized in mid-July after his arthritis worsened to the point where he could no longer move comfortably or safely. Zoo veterinarians say it was the most compassionate choice to prevent further suffering.
He had been for the last few years suffering from some real bad arthritis in his feet, and it's a 2,000-pound animal, and giraffes are built kind of funny, and so all the weight's on top obviously, and so he'd been dealing with it, and we've been treating him for pain. He's been very good. It suddenly kind of took a turn for the worse, if you will, and just couldn't support him anymore. Either of his front ankles, mainly his right one, but either ankle really wouldn't support his weight so much, and so he had the unpleasant task of putting him down.
Juma had been part of the zoo family for 15 years and was a favorite among staff and visitors alike. Known for his curious and social nature, he leaves behind his mate Gigi and two other young calves, Obi and Tesoro. Zoo staff is heartbroken but get comfort in knowing that Juma had a loving life at the zoo. The zoo continues its commitment to giraffe conservation in the United States and around the world. The City of El Paso is inviting residents to help shape our future through a series of public meetings on the proposed fiscal year 2026 budget. The focus, public safety, infrastructure, and tax relief for seniors and disabled homeowners. The next budget meetings take place Tuesday, July 23rd, one at 10:30 a.m. at the Nolan Richardson Recreation Center, and another at 5:30 p.m. at the Irvin Schwartz Library. A public hearing is scheduled for August 12th, with the City Council expected to vote on the final budget August 19th. The new fiscal year begins September 1st. For details, visit elpasotexas.gov and click on the tax and budget box. Meanwhile, the Public Health Department is facing significant budget challenges with a total loss of $3.5 million in grant funding. Most of that, approximately $3.2 million, comes from pandemic-era grants that expired. These funding reductions have impacted key programs like epidemiology, lab services, immunizations, and tuberculosis control. To address the shortfall, the department has worked to retain most staff through internal funding shifts, although 8 positions have been eliminated, with a few more being phased out. The department is carefully planning to protect essential services, exploring new funding sources, and staying alert to any further changes in state and federal support. Ready, set, vaccinate. The El Paso Department of Public Health is helping families gear up for the new school year by providing free vaccines at 4 community centers across the city, and they're also hitting the road. The Vax to School Tour is bringing routine vaccinations straight to local communities across the city. No appointments necessary. Now, to find a clinic or track the tour, visit ephealth.com. Families, lace up those sneakers and get ready to move. Live Active El Paso is hosting a backpack giveaway and 3K walk on Saturday, July 26th, starting at 8 a.m. at Real Park. Finish the fun run and score a free backpack. More than 1,600 are up for grabs for school-age kids while supplies last. There'll be face painting, live entertainment, free vaccines from the Department of Public Health, and even a food pantry for the first 200 families. It's all free and open to the public. You don't want to miss it. With the first day of school just around the corner, the city is stepping up safety near school zones. During the last few weeks, crews from the Streets and Maintenance Department have refreshed crosswalks, curbs, and roadway markings near schools. Here's a crew in action that we caught. Upgrades include thermoplastic crosswalks and school crossing signs to improve visibility and keep students safe.
I think one of the biggest things you see is driver inattentiveness, them not paying attention. They need to pay attention to what's marked on the roadway to ensure that they are keeping our pedestrians safe. We need to keep our pedestrians safe by letting them know where to cross, how to cross, what to be aware for. These markings are needed to make sure that we have safe roadways throughout the city.
Crosswalk striping is one of the many tasks performed by the Streets and Maintenance team. These annual improvements are just one of many ways El Paso is working to keep families safe. Now, the city urges all drivers to slow down and stay alert around schools. century of life, service, and joy was celebrated as the senior division of the Parks and Recreation Department honored World War II veteran Daniel Marquez on his 100th birthday. The Eastside Senior Center was filled with laughter and music as friends, family, and fellow seniors gathered to celebrate the beloved community member. Mr. Marquez, who's been part of the center for over 20 years, danced with his longtime partner Celestina, proving that at 100, he still has the moves.
It's very exciting, and it's such an honor to be able to provide these services for the community, especially for seniors. We work closely with our advisory board, who sponsored this whole event.
¿Qué es el secreto para vivir tantos años?
Pues yo quisiera, sería porque no fumaba y no tomaba, sería por eso. Casi, mire, la mayor parte me la pasé trabajando. Duré 40 años en el trabajo.
Guests enjoyed games, snacks, and live entertainment, capping off a heartfelt tribute. Mr. Marquez, from all of us at the City of El Paso, congratulations and feliz cumpleaños. Get ready to bug out El Paso. The 4th annual Insect Night is crawling back to the Museum of Archaeology on Saturday, July 26th from 7 to 10 p.m. It's free, it's family friendly, and it's packed with nighttime hikes, hands-on fun, and live insect encounters. Plus, yes, edible insects at the museum store. There's creepy crawly giveaways from El Paso Electric and cool exhibits from community partners. No sign up, just show up and dive into the world of bugs. Looks like we're out of time on this edition of Your City in 5, but remember, you can stay up to date with all city happenings by visiting us on our social media sites. For Sara Villegas, who's behind the camera, I'm Ricky Saillas. Stay safe and please be good to each other. We'll see you next time on Your City in 5.